Thank you, Abby. My name is Dan. I am Director of Housing, and some of you asked if I was going to be speaking today. I said yes, and some of you said, "Are you going to cry?" And let me just say that right now in this moment, I feel like I will not. But if I do, you can be assured that I will hide it from you in some way. I love this event. We're a couple of minutes ahead of the schedule, so I'm just going to say a couple things apart from my script, which is quite short. I love this event. I love getting together and seeing the people that come together and the people that do support Urban Homeworks, the people that may support Urban Homeworks. I'm always inspired by the people that are around us, whether it's Urban Neighbors or the Quicksilvers or most of you in this room. And it is it was a cookie, is what you were. It's truly an amazing thing to be a part of this thing called Urban Homeworks. I've been on staff with Urban Homeworks for a little over 8 years, and in that time we've created, as you saw today, the doodle. Cody presented the doodle to you, and he actually was the original he scratched that thing out on a napkin, and that really, truly, even today, is the best way to see it. But there's another graphic that is taking shape and is being formed, within the staff of Urban Homeworks, and this one originates from Chad, and it's called the table. And this one actually didn't originally start with him. It actually comes from the New Testament story about Zacchaeus. And Zacchaeus was a tax collector, and there's a song that goes with that, and I won't sing that song, but Zacchaeus invites Jesus to come to a meal at his house. And Jesus had this entourage, with him that was made up of all kinds of different people across culture and economics and class. And so when Zacchaeus invites Jesus to this meal, he gets everything else that goes along with Jesus. And so, I lost my place, 1 second. So Zacchaeus hosts this meal, and then the next thing that we read about is Zacchaeus gives back 4 times what he's taken from the poor. And the story actually, there's a bunch of stuff to that. And Chad, if he had the opportunity, actually right now, he wants to add multiple things to what I'm saying. Multiple. I mean an hour's worth. The significance of the story is that Zacchaeus has this table full of people, very similar to the tables that we have in here today. And there's a response that Zacchaeus has to that encounter that changes his life and the life of everybody near him. So even though I only have 90 seconds, I'm going to give you the idiot's guide to the table of Zacchaeus. See, at Urban Homeworks, we look for opportunities to sit at tables. A lot of times we get pegged as a housing ministry, and that's what we do, but we're really about relationships. We're really about bringing people around us to challenge us to think about, how we see the world and how we interpret things and how we are a part of a solution that we're really only a part of. The key for us is calling people together who are in this room and many who are not, to help us see the world in such a way that we can come up with real solutions. We look for genuine understanding, transparent interactions that reveal the gulf between scarcity and abundance, divisions across race and class, and opportunities to utilize the gifts of all people in this work of community development. In the past year, we've sat at Kenny's table. He's a long-term resident with us and a father of 3 children. Years ago, Kenny was a passive member of the community working to raise his kids. Today, he lives on a block where he is helping lead the charge against gang activity. We sit at Nicole's table. She's a mom and a student pursuing a degree and a career as a paralegal. We're introducing her to people at other tables so that we can help secure a future for her and her kids. It's a cookie. We sit at Sherry's table, and thank you, Kate, for your kind words about that. Sherry needed a kidney. I gave her one, kidney schmidney. A lot of you sent very nice notes, and thank you very much. I'm ready to be done talking about the kidney. But that came out of relationship. That came out of, the table that Sherry and I sit at together. And then we sit at Shantina's table. Shantina's been part of the Urban Homeworks team for 2 years as an administrative assistant. She provides essential support to all departments in our office, and she's often the first face that people see when they come into our office. She's currently in school pursuing a bachelor's degree in human services. She's a mother to a 3-year-old son whom she calls Boo. She grew up in North Minneapolis and went to Patrick Henry, graduated from Patrick Henry. She's been living in rental housing with Urban Homeworks, but she's on schedule to buy a home the first of next year. Amen. Sitting at Shantina's table, knowing her, this helps us to know who she is, not just the things that she does. It's through relationship with her that we see her passionately living out the mission of Urban Homeworks. As you may know from previous luncheons, we are purposeful in not putting our families in rental housing up here on display for you. However, Shantina asked to have an opportunity to speak to you today. She's inviting you to sit at her table, to peek into her world, and to share a part of her story to say thanks to all of you who support the work and ministry of Urban Homeworks. Please help me welcome Shantina Beatty.